Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Before you ever stood on a platform or held a microphone, you sat on a front row in support of someone else. You embrace people before you even know them, which personifies agape love which many have never seen. You had no idea that weird 15-year-old girl that you embraced in a cinder block building had just attempted to end her life days before. So not only did you save my life, but you went above and beyond what any youth pastor should ever have to do. You escorted the biggest dork on the planet to both her junior and senior year formal. You came to her high school basketball games. You were there for her graduation, both high school and college, all while being in graduate school yourself. You welcomed me into your family and your home. Before I ever knew your title or went to a ceremony, before the church plants and before the run-throughs of anniversary services, there were birthday parties and going out to eat, getting caught in the rain and sliding in the mud, going cosmic bowling, getting stuck in a basement during a tornado. But whether you were in the spotlight or in front of a camera, or on a flatbed truck, or a front porch, even switching instruments, whether at a high school or a baseball field, whether at a foreign country or a stranger's car, whether backstage or front and center, maybe at Reed's house, or breaking out of a casino, whether taking a lap or taking a key, your character is consistent. I've learned from your example of supporting someone else's dream, as I've also seen you get behind and support mine. You preach to generations. You empower students. You equip leaders. You advance the kingdom. You shepherd the flock that God has entrusted you with. You organize mission trips. You're always killing it with that mean mugging face. You travel all over the world to minister. You lead worship. You even work at concession stands at the Coliseum. You spontaneously dance. You record in the studio. You rock out with your socks out. You've even baptized your dad, the pastor of our church. And I know with all that it can be very exhausting, so go ahead and take a nap. Or 2. Or 3. I think you definitely inherited the gift from your dad of being able to sleep anywhere. I haven't had the privilege of knowing you as long as your family and seeing you grow up as they have. But I have had the honor of watching you preach online, live streaming, or when you planned for your outfit to match your sermon slides, or when you looked like you came out of The Great Gatsby. We've been on the rooftops of Bogota, Colombia, the streets of Times Square in New York City, and multiple countries for mission trips. We have a plethora of Easter Sunday photos. From Florida and all the way up the East Coast, to the Pacific Ocean off the west coast of Southern California. Masquerade parties ice skating rinks, graduation parties at the bowling alley, cobblestone streets, and snow tubing and snowmobiling. And nobody can compete with how you lead the happy birthday song. You're the single most influential person in my life. I'm a better person because of you. I'm a better musician because of you. I'm a better leader because of you. I'm a better servant because of you. And it's not just because you make crazy faces with me. Although that is a small part of it. And I'd say we've made some pretty stellar ones. And some of the best are probably while preaching. But you see, you could be a model in anybody's magazine, and yet you choose to stay humble and to serve and to work. You don't mind breaking a sweat or getting your hands dirty. You show how to be family oriented. You put the needs of your family first. You're an incredible uncle and brother and son. You're quick to honor God and people, and you run from recognition. And for that, God has blessed you with opportunities that some could never earn. So on behalf of every person that you've ever held, whether physically or spiritually, we understand sometimes you need to rest, and you may need your arms held up. We'll even hold your microphone for you. And just as you've prayed for us relentlessly, we pray for you. We cover you, we defend you, we support you, and we love you. Thank you, Pastor Jason.